Okay, I decided to bring you back and just I'm finished with molding the 4 soaps, which are all lard soaps. Of course, at the back here is the cold process plain lard soap, and then this is the next one I poured, which is hot process lard. And then the hot process, I don't know if you can see the difference in the color, but there's a little variation in the color. And then of course this is the last one I just poured, and you can see it's even lighter. So you can see a variation in the one I just poured, which is this one, compared to those. If I do it like that, you can kind of really see they darken up, but then they'll lighten back up again, so it's really weird. And then that one back there is like snow white. That's the cold process, and it is the one I did first, but it was of course that color when I poured it in. So there you have it. 4 batches, I should say, of lard soap, 1 cold process and 3 hot process. And I will bring you back when I'm actually going to create another video of me actually cutting at least 2 of the loaves. I probably won't do all 4, but I'll bring you back in another video and show you the bars when I cut them. Thanks for watching. This is Shawn Woodell from Heavenly Soaps and Such. See you next time. Okay, this is Shawn Woodell from Heavenly Soaps and Such. I am back to unmold the lard soap that I made. I'm going to go ahead and just lift out the loaf like this. I'll set it here and put that away. Make sure you can see what I'm doing. Yes, I'm going to go ahead and unmold it. Unwrap it. Just kind of lean it over to the side and pull it off. Just want to make sure it's nice and hard. Okay. And what I'm going to do is move these to the front, because I'm going to go ahead and start a tray of soap back here. Kind of get there's some soap apparently on the bottoms of those molds. I do need to grab the tray. I'll bring you back. Okay, I have the trays set up on the end of the table down there, and so now I am ready. I just kind of, even the soap is still a little warm. It's nice and workable, it's real soft. There's a little bit that's kind of went through where the end pieces were on the mold. So I'm going to, and I really should have gloves on, but just make sure when you're handling it, if you haven't ever handled it before, that you're wearing gloves. Alright, so I am using my Bud Hafner cutter, soap cutter. So I am going to go ahead and lift it up and put it in the mold. Just like that. And then I'm just going to slice it. Probably let it get a little too hard. Not real hard though. See, nice pretty white bars. I usually just take my fingers and go around the edges. That way you don't have to worry about them later while they're soft. I just kind of run around the edges. So this should make about 20, I think it's 20 bars. No smell to it at all. Just plain white lard soap. And I will do a test of this one this time. I'll make sure that I put the soap up, and 1 bar of each anyway, and when this soap is ready I will do a bar test and show you how the bars look. I'll smell them and let you know if there's really a difference in smelling them, and then I'll do a ladder test, and that's about it really as far as what I'll be able to do with them. But really, really pretty. So they're still warm, but not too warm. And it's really, I can barely squeeze it, so they're nice and hard already, which is nice. And the last bar, which is on the end. Okay, lift this back up. Slide this all the way under. And I'm ready to slice it. Okay. I just kind of do this on every bar, because that way I don't have to worry about coming back later and trying to get crumbles, little pieces of soap off. Nice and pretty. I love my bud cutter. Gets all of the bars nice and even. So that works really, really well. And I'm thinking this is going to make about 20 bars. I can't really remember. I think it's 20 bars a loaf is what I get. Ooh. Be careful not to bump it, because it is still, I want to say soft, but not really. This one's not. It's hard. But these other ones, probably the hot process will probably be soft, but maybe not. We'll have to wait and see. If you notice, I kind of just rake it on the table there. And there's the last bar. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 bars, and I'll show you. And you can see here that where I just kind of keep raking the crumbles on the side, and then I'll put them in the washing machine. But there they go back there at the back. And now I'm ready to move on to one more of these. So I'll bring a loaf down. Okay, here's another loaf. I'm going to sit it here because I really don't want to sit it in all that. Just peel them off, put them over there. I'll reuse those. I reuse them every time. Just wash them off real good and they go back. And I use them for another batch. Okay, over there. I always run my hand down the sides. Flip it over, I'll run my hand across the bottom. And down the side. And the ends. Okay? Now this one's softer. It's still real hard, but I mean not real hard, but still firm, but it is soft, softer than the other one. Okay. All right. Go ahead. Here we go. Yeah. Okay. See how this looks? To be honest, they really look about the same. Then I can see if you can see the little dried out place here. But it'll all turn really, really white. And I'll be able to tell the difference in these because of the top. Top's a dead giveaway if on mine whether it is a hot process or a cold process. I'll show you real quick. You can see the one on the top is hot process, the one on the bottom is cold process. Here they are side by side. The bottom looks whiter as of right now, not a whole lot, but it does. If I squeeze them, the top has a little bit of a give. The bottom, which is the cold process, has hardly any give at all. I mean, I could really squeeze hard and not put a dent in it, but now this one I could put a dent in it. But this one still has like a cooking soap smell, where this one's kind of faded. It doesn't really have that smell that soap gives off while it's cooking, but the hot process one still does. But it'll disappear with time. So that's that. See it? And you can see if you look the little edges that I'm talking about that I'm trying to get off right here. And when I do my finger, then they're gone. And then I just put them right there on the table and take a rag and wipe them up when I'm finished. So this is going to be 80 bars of soap. I'm trying to get them even because I kind of like this one might have been down here. 3, 6, 9. I try to line them up so they're easier to count, but doesn't really matter. I think I have too many of you. I think that's what the problem is. I'm still going to squeeze it in though. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Just quickly, I'm tired. I'm ready to get this over with. I got the, like I said, 4 4 batches of soap done today. I'm cutting them now. I've got, for the most part, got everything cleaned up. I embroidered some shirts, Mickey and Minnie Mouse. Got those packaged, took pictures of them before I packaged them. And they are ready to be picked up. I have someone asking for me to do a video on, well actually someone asked me to do a video on threading the brother persona, so I did that. And now someone else wants me to do a video on how to change the needle. So I want to try to get that done. Not sure if I'll get that done today, but we'll see. Really, really pretty though. Just plain white bars. Lard soap. I didn't make lard soap to begin with. It took me, actually I had one of the businesses that I sell soaps at already had someone supplying lard soap. And then all of a sudden they didn't have it anymore. So I asked. I said, what, y'all aren't carrying the lard soap anymore that you were carrying in here? And they said no, that the lady that made it wasn't making it anymore. And I want to say she said due to health reasons. But, so I said, well, is she going to start making it? And they said they didn't think so. And I said, well, if you see that she's not, because I wasn't going to try to steal her business, I said, if you see she's not, let me know, because I can make it for you. And she said, well, go ahead and make us some. And if she brings some back, then we'll just go back and let her do it. So I said, okay. And ever since then, I have been making their lard soap for them. And the apparently the lady just quit making it. So... And then they had a new business owner took over, and I'm still making soap. So, and I usually try to just get the little big chunks. I don't worry about the little pieces, but if there's any big chunks, I usually try to get them off. And that will go in the laundry. Okay. Now these, if you can notice, if you're making your own liners, if you notice I don't have the little flaps on the end here to grab by. And so it makes it a little harder to get them out. Usually I end up having to put it up like this and flip it out. So now when I cut them, I try to remember to do the flap. Yeah. This one's tight, and there's another bar, another loaf. So I am going to go ahead and do this one, and I will bring you back in about 4 weeks. And if I forget, somebody please remind me, and do the test on the 2 bars of soap. And actually I'm going to no, I'm not gonna pull them, but I was gonna say I'd pull them, but when I go to put those up, I'll pull one of each, and I will do a test video and show you how they look, and I'll smell them and let you know how they smell. And then I will actually do a lather test, and then I'll squeeze it to tell you how hard it is. And I'll post that video. But thanks for watching. This is Shawn Woodell from Heavenly Soaps and Such. See you next time.